everybody, welcome back to Murder by Numbers. I feel like I've already read this, but I'm not so sure, and so I'm just gonna read it again. And if I have already read it, then whoopsie. I don't know what happened there. No sign of Detective Cross. What's the plan now? Good question. They'll find whoever did this to you, Blake. I'll make sure. Scout, can you see anything? Oh, I did. I read this. I can currently see 432 objects. Can you be more specific, or should I scan them all individually? No, I mean, can you see anything that might shed some light on what happened? And before you say anything, I don't mean the desk lamp. Understood. I'll scan the room. Right. This is where we left off. Well, buddy. Computer? What? The chair? What's up with the chair? What'd the chair do to you? Alright, 7. That'll be those. These are all ones, so that's completely unhelpful. 6. 5. There's at least 2 more on this side for the 6, because it'll take 2 spaces for the 1. At least. At minimum. This is what? 7? 8 including 1 space, which is not helpful. This is another 1. 7. This row's done. Now there's not enough room on either side for both the 3s to be there, so we could do that. Those are 1s, so this is gonna be a 1. This is 2. Okay. Now 2 can go in either one of these spaces, so we'll just abandon that for now. 2. Has to be 2. Which 2? We don't know. We'll figure that out later. This could be the 1 or the 2. This is the 4. So that has to be the 2. 3 could go either way. Okay. Is that helpful at all? 3, 1, 4. No, we need to cut 1 more off of this somewhere. Bum, 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 bum. It's so intense sounding. Excuse me. Who gave you permission to be this intense while we're just playing a puzzle, huh? Alright, well we know that 3 can only reach that far, so that can't be the 1. But that only helped us delete some stuff. Didn't help us add anything. I am very tired. What is it trying to make? Sometimes that could help if you can figure out what it's trying to make. But this one, honestly, I'm having a hard time figuring out. Oh, here's the missing link. Here's where I was missing something. Oops, not you. Go away. All right, cool beans. So that's the 1 over there. Here's the 1 for the 6. So we only need 1 more for that. That's done. This one is done. 4 will only fit here. Done. Done, done, done. There's that 1. That's done. 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 Okay. 4. There's 7. 3. 6. There we go. What is it? Medical report. On his chair? This is the medical examiner's report. Oh. Detective Cross must have called someone to check the body. Well, of course. They're not just gonna leave it there. We use these in murder mystery when we need to know the basics about a murder. You know, cause of death, time of death. People were murdered on your TV show? Well, yeah, it's literally in the title. I didn't realize. I thought you said you were innocent. No one actually dies on the show, Scout. They're just acting. Acting? Ah, I see. So the show wasn't real. You're just pretending to be an actress. No, I don't have to. I don't have time to explain this right now. Give me a minute to read this report. I would like to read it. Cause of death, blunt force trauma to the head. I'm sure that would be obvious just looking at him. Just like the detective said. Time of death, approximately 4:30 p.m. Where was I at 4:30? According to my internal chronometer, that's when we met in the parking lot. Of course! Scout, I think I just found my alibi. We've been caught. Miss Mizrahi, what are you doing here? Question, Bill. Bill. You really shouldn't be here, Miss Mizrahi. You're gonna get yourself arrested. I couldn't stay in that break room. I know I shouldn't be here, Bill, but I couldn't stay in that break room. How'd you even get out? I thought Detective Cross locked the door. I crawled out through the ventilation system, with a little help from Scout here. I am Scout. Hi. What is that, a flying fax machine? He's a robot of some kind. We haven't had much of a chance to get to know each other yet. Scout, this is Bill. He's the Studio One-man security team. Hello, Bill. Boy, technology these days is amazing, isn't it? My son can fax me his drawings from home and they come out right in my office here. Well, up until last week anyway. Now they've got him doing macaroni art at school. Cheese gummed up the machine something awful. Why is he using cheese on his macaroni art? The macaronis are supposed to be hard. Bill, I've got to prove to Detective Cross that I didn't kill Blake. Can you help? You know I didn't do anything to help you, Miss Mizrahi. I don't want to get in trouble. What have you been doing? What have you been doing since Detective Cross arrived? He put me in charge of guarding the crime scene. He's got a lot to do, so I'm supposed to make sure no one gets in here or touches anything. You didn't touch anything, did you? Who, me? Of course not. You've got nothing to worry about. What about the medical examiner's report? You were reading it just a minute ago. Did you forget? Scout, you ratted me out. The report. Aw, jeez. That's super important. I'm gonna be in so much trouble if Detective Cross hears about this. Thanks, Scout. You're welcome, Honor. Old brat. What do you think of Detective Cross? Honestly, he's kinda scary. I told him I like his badge and he towered over me like some kind of enormous angry telephone pole. I swear he looks twice as big up close. He just stood there, frowning at me. Felt like hours. Then he pointed at my tie and said it was unprofessional. I like his tie. But fuck you. So what, he wants to bring a little joy to his wardrobe. I like this tie. I want to prove my innocence. All I want is to prove to Detective Cross that I didn't kill Blake. You're a smart cookie, Miss Mizrahi, but shouldn't we let the detective do his job? And stay in the break room all night? No thanks. Maybe he knows what he's doing, but it's taking too long. At this rate, the real killer is going to get away before he's even interviewed us. I know I'm just an actress in a detective show. Hell, I wasn't even the main character, but I can help. Maybe, but you're going to need some serious evidence to convince Detective Cross you're not a suspect. The medical examiner's report says Blake died around 9:30 p.m. I'd left Blake's office way before that. That's great, but can you prove it? I've seen it in your show. You need evidence. Scout, did you record anything on those cameras of yours? I'm kind of chilly. I was like, I'll wear this shirt because it's warm out. And it's getting warmer, but now I'm chilly. Yes, Honor, I'll automatically keep a cylindrical buffer of the past few hours of visual input. However, I have no way of displaying those images. All that technology, and they didn't give you a printer? I'll add it to the list. You know, that reminds me of the fancy CCTV system we were supposed to get. Then they trimmed the budget, and it ended up only getting installed out in the parking lot. I was out in the parking lot. Typical management, I'm telling you. Oh, kind of. Okay. Wait, are you saying there's CCTV outside? Sure. No one ever showed me how to use it, but it's there. Bill, the CCTV will prove my alibi. I was in the parking lot when the murder happened. Can you pull the footage to show Detective Cross? Well, in theory, but you need my fingerprint to open the security office door, and I'm supposed to stay here and guard the crime scene. Guard it from who? Everyone else is locked in the bake room. What if the murderer comes back? Then Scout will, blast them with his death ray. Really? He can do that? Honor, I don't have... Yes, that is a thing he can do. Absolutely. How could you go and get that... Oh, now could you go and get that tape, please? Ah, jeez. Okay, if you're sure, I'll be quick as I can. Thanks, Bill. Honor, I don't have a death ray. I know, Scout. Just play along, okay? We're lying. Lying. I'm exhausted. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I can't see. I'm so tired. My first real crime scene. It's nothing like I imagined. I thought you pretended to solve crimes on your TV show. I did. And I've read so many mystery novels, seen so many movies. It sounds stupid now, but I guess I convinced myself I'd know how to handle a real murder. But now I'm standing here, looking at the body of my friend, and... I've read a lot of ghost stories, but a ghost shows up, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm not gonna be able to exist anymore. No, thank you. Bill? Did you get the tapes already? Ahem. Guess we're in trouble. I know I did voice in the first episode, but... yeah, not doing that anymore, sorry. It always happens. Watch all of my visual novel stuff from the beginning. You can tell where I tried to do voices and gave up. Jesus. Detective Cross will do just fine, thanks. You want to give me an explanation, or should I skip straight to the handcuffs? I can't wait to see how you're going to try and talk your way out of this. Okay, I can explain everything. How'd you even get in here? Through the air vent? The air vent? Who do you think you are, John McClane? No, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Don't tell anyone. Maybe if you hadn't locked us in the break room, I could have used the door like a normal person. Oh, really? My apologies. I didn't realize I should have made it easier for you to tamper with the crime scene. I realize this looks bad, but I got sick of waiting around. You haven't even taken our statements yet. This is real life, not some 2-bit TV show. Good police work takes time. I'm just trying to find some way to prove I didn't kill Blake. He was my friend. And you thought breaking into the crime scene was going to help your case? Actually, I did. There's solid proof I didn't do it. Bill's just gone to get the security tapes. I was beginning to wonder where he'd gone. Maybe you convinced him to leave so you could screw around with the real evidence. You'll see once he gets back. You just have to trust me. Trust doesn't get you very far in my line of work. Have you got any leads yet? Yeah, I'm looking at one right now. Please, detective, I was just trying to help. Being a detective on TV doesn't mean you're qualified to waltz in and take over a real murder investigation. Real police work isn't a game. It's dangerous. He's correct. And you don't know the first thing about it. That's where you're wrong. My dad was on the force. And I suppose he told you all about it? He didn't have to. He'd come home exhausted every night. I saw what it did to him. I might not have the training, but I understand the job. I know what it takes. Don't make me laugh. I've seen your show. You wouldn't last 5 minutes on the force. What would you do if the killer showed up right now? I would blast them with my death ray. Aww, Scout. He's just kidding, detective. This is Scout. Detective Cross, this is Scout. Looks like something out of Buck Rogers. Are you a real detective? Can you help me find my creator? You'd better get this flying toaster out of my face before things get ugly. Scout, maybe you should leave the nice detective alone. Grouchy detective. Aw, he's so dejected. Poor Scout. What's taking you so long anyway? We've been stuck in that room for hours. I'm just doing my job. There are a lot of things to cover. Security, photography, evidence collection. I've read enough mysteries to know it shouldn't take this long. Something's wrong. So I'm a little understaffed. Nothing I can't handle. Oh, great. It's reassuring to know that Blake's death is so high on the LAPD's list of priorities. Central's screwing me around again, but it won't work. I might be old, but I'm not getting pushed into a desk job yet. It takes as long as it takes. That's the end of it. Alright, Ms. Rahi. I think it's time we move this conversation down to the precinct, don't you? Hello, Bill. I got it, Honor. I found the security tape. Nice of you to join us. Detective Cross? Oh, jeez. I mean, what a pleasant surprise. Maybe I'm getting forgetful in my old age, but didn't I tell you to guard this room? I am guarding the room. I mean, I was. I just had to go and, Care to explain how Miss Marple over here managed to get in? You said to make sure nobody got through the door. You, didn't say anything about the air vent? So you wandered off and left a murder suspect at the scene of the crime. Alone. With all the evidence. Listen, boyo. He's not a police officer. It's not his job. Fuck you. Stop yelling at Bill. I like him. Well, when you say it like that... I only went to check the CCTV system. Would have been back sooner, but I had to take the darn thing apart to get at the tape. Couldn't you just press the eject button? There's an eject button. So, what do you say, Detective? Care to see my evidence? You've got 5 minutes. After that, I'm taking you downtown. That's all I need. Scout, can you scan this? Puzzle stored. Oops. There's that one, and this one, and this is 7? No. That should be good. Yeah. Okay. 2s. Same thing on this side. 8. 1s. 10s. Cool. 2 and 4, so that's 4. Oops, not what I wanted. I want that. It's identical. We're just gonna assume this is what it's supposed to be there because looks right. Okay. Ta-da! Oh, it's the tape. Dear. CCTV tape. Detective rank D. A new bonus puzzle has been added to Scout's rank. Sure. Whatever. Don't care. We're here for the story. Watching it for the plot. Okay, what are we looking at? This is the security footage of the parking lot earlier this afternoon. Look, there's Bill. Who's that in the background? Looks like they've got spray cans. You got a problem with vandals around here, Bill? Them? No, they're just contractors. We get a lot around here. You know, painters, carpenters. They're not contractors, they're kids. They've got skateboards, for God's sakes. Didn't you say you were looking for kids doing graffiti earlier, Bill? Ah, jeez. As enlightening as this is for some of us, I don't see how it proves anything useful. I'm getting to that, Detective. Bill, can you fast forward to about 4:30? There, that's it. See? That's me standing by my car. I spoke to Bill then Scout. Okay, you were in the parking lot, so what? Blake was already dead. He died around 4:30 p.m., and the CCTV footage clearly shows I was in the parking lot. Well, I'll be damned. Not bad for a TV detective, huh? I guess not. Now, if I can just... What? Wait a second. How do you know the time of death? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we in trouble. Bill, did you let her read the medical report? Oh, jeez. Sorry, Bill. Didn't mean to get you in trouble. But, I mean, he realized that I shouldn't have known what was on the report. Whoopsie doodle. Listen up, everyone. I need to keep you here for a little longer. Please, Detective. I spent the last 20 minutes trying to get John and Becky to stop arguing. I'd have more luck sorting out the Middle East. If you need something to keep you occupied, start working on those statements. What about me? Can I help out in some other way? Scout could... Listen, Nancy Drew. You got lucky with that CCTV, but that was all it was. Luck. Now go home and let the professionals handle this. Hey, how come she gets to go home? She could be the murderer. I've seen evidence that proves otherwise. Only thing she's guilty of being is a pain in the... Why am I having such a hard time talking today? Holy Jesus. Help me. Somebody help me. Only thing she's guilty of is being a pain in my ass. My ass. You can't keep me locked up in here. What if I'm next? Don't worry, babe. If anyone tries anything, I'll whack them with one of my dumbbells. You brought dumbbells with you on a job? You never know when you're gonna find a spare 5 minutes to work up a sweat. You know what I mean? Oh. Oh. Ugh. A reclusive nun would get what you mean. And even she'd think 5 minutes is pathetic. Wait, did I just find Becky funny? Detective, I'm begging you. You've got to let us out of here. I'm going stir crazy. Oh, I just noticed the butterfly. It's pretty. Fine. You can leave the goddamn room. Just stay inside the studio grounds, okay? I mean it. Any of you try anything and I'll have you tackled by a patrolman faster than you could say WrestleMania. Good question. How cute is this theoretical patrolman? How good is his credit? Does he get well on with his mother? On well with his mother. As for you, go home. Yeah, doubt. Doubt we're gonna do that. Just saying. Just for the record, you guys are all crazy. I'm putting that in my report. Praise the goddess, we're free-ish. Guess I should go home now, like you said. Don't feel bad, babe, you earned it. You said you were going to prove yourself innocent and you went out and did it. I did, didn't I? So what are you waiting for? You're free to go. Uh-oh, you've got that look on your face. Don't think you can hide it from me, Missy. I know that look. That's the Honor Mizrahi I'm not giving in special. It's just, I got myself out of trouble, but what about you guys? What about Blake? He gave me my big break. I wouldn't even be here without him. He wasn't just my boss, he was my friend. Right up until he fired you. But that's just it. It doesn't make any sense. All I could think of at the time was how angry I was, but looking back, he was so nervous. You've been playing a detective too long, babe. You're starting to sound like one. It's not just me. There's something else going on. I can't just leave. If you want to keep investigating, Honor, I'm here to help. Scout, don't you want to go and find a real detective? You may not be a real detective, but maybe that's okay. Maybe what I really need is a partner. I'm good at finding things, but I'm no good with people. But you convinced Bill to help you. You proved your innocence to Detective Cross. So maybe I don't need a real detective after all, because together we can solve anything. If you want to try, that is. Aww. Why not? I think I'm getting to like having you around anyway. What about Casey? Will you help me look into it? Absolutely. You know I got your back. But, can I pop to the loo first? I needed to go for hours, and I'm generally scared something's about to burst. Location unlocked, office. Cool. Let's save. Do a save. I'm gonna do a save. Oh, it's because I loaded the wrong save. Whoopsie doodle. We'll just save over that. No? Save over this? Okay. Save complete. Thanks, friend. Alright. Close. Jeez, everything's going wrong. Why am I having a hard time? Oh, time. Sorry. Thank you everybody for coming out and playing with me. Nobody's explicitly said that they want more of this, but it's doing okay on the channel, and I don't know what else to play. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure what else to play besides, of course, Hollow Knight, but that's its own thing. I'm trying to upload twice a day. I'm trying. I'm having a hard time, but I'm trying. So, Hollow Knight is its own thing. I need another game. I can't just play Hollow Knight, as much fun as that would be. Anyway, I'm rambling because exhausted. Don't know why. I had a ton of fun. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!